Good day, viewers. Walter here. Thought I'd talk to you a little bit this afternoon. I don't have a whole lot of particular subjects in mind. We just got through eating. We had tell you what we had for supper. I pulled out this grill. We had some baby back ribs. I cooked them low and slow, about 325 for almost 2 hours. They was tender as could be. We really enjoyed them. So we had our own homemade barbecue sauce put on it. They was pretty good ribs. I've already cleaned up and put the grill away, and better half done did the dishes and cleaned the kitchen. And I had just got through eating. I wasn't hungry, but I had a roll left over. We buy them Publix hoagie rolls, split them open and spread a good thick layer of butter on them, and I had a half of one left over, and I wasn't going to let that buttered bread go to waste. You know, it probably shouldn't be eating pure butter, but that's what I ate smeared on my bread, and I downright enjoyed it. Anyway, I thought I'd talk to you a little bit. Yesterday I did a video talking about getting stung by a wasp. Pretty well recovered from that, but it brings a couple stories to mind that I could talk about. When I was a kid down in South Georgia, my brother and I would run around the neighborhood. I think I was probably 6 years old. I remember it quite well. Pain can do that. Embed something right into your memory that won't never go away. We ran around in the yard out there. It was a warm summer afternoon. And we'd usually have it just on a pair of short pants, no shirt, barefooted, just running around in the countryside, having a good old time. And I recall that particular day, running through some tall grass or bushes. Seemed like they were probably about up to my shoulder height, so they had to be probably 4 foot deep grass. Well, I don't remember why I was cutting through this area. It was close to the house. But it just so happened I got into a huge wasp nest. And back in them days, you didn't take the kid to the doctor unless he cut his arm off or something. You just had to live with whatever happened to you. I bet I was stung 20 times by big old huge red wasps. I remember they got me on the arms, the chest, the back, the neck, the face. I was stung all over. I recall crying all night long from the pain. They were big red wasps. And over the years I've been stung by hornets and bees. And a hornet's vicious. He'll come after you if you just get near where he's sitting up building his nest. They always got one right on guard at the doorway of their hornet's nest. And they sting you pretty viciously. I've had encounters with snakes and bugs and all kind of things over the years. But it just occurred to me, one of my viewers was talking about how one of his friends died. I think it was Bill Accord, from a bee sting or a wasp sting. I guess there are a lot of people that have died from allergic reactions to bug bites and allergic reactions to other things as well. I've been fortunate in the respect that so far survived all my incidences, but back, for example, when I got stung by all of them wasps, it's a wonder I didn't die from something like that. One of my viewers, I think it was Wayne, Brother Wayne up in Canada, he retired from the Canadian National Railroad. He said, I'm sure you got some stories you can share, and I'm sure many people do. I recall one time we were at a train wreck. And I'm talking about literally, there was box cars turned over, tank cars, tri-levels, you name it. There must have been 30 or 40 railroad cars turned over in this big field. We were somewhere up west of Atlanta. It was a hot summer afternoon, and we swung the derrick around Derek is a big, huge crane. Picked up a big, huge 250-ton crane that we use to pick up wrecks. Nowadays, they use private contractors to pick up wrecks. I swung around, picked up the end of this box car, set it around, stood it up, and laying right there on the ground is under the box car when we picked it up was a copperhead snake. I mean, I'm looking around for something to kill it with. I'm looking for not just a stick, a club, something I could beat him to death with. And old Greg Reed, he was one of the Carman that was out there working that day. He picked up a little stick. I swear it wasn't a foot and a half long. I mean, I was looking for a club, you know. I want to make damn sure he's dead when I hit him. Old Greg got over there and squatted down and just went to whopping him on the head until he was dead with that little stick. He was always kind of crazy anyway. I was watching old Greg one day. He'd got a praying mantis in this hand and a black widow spider in this hand. He's agitating them, sticking them together. I said, man, you crazy. Quit doing that. And he threw them on me. I about crapped in my pants trying to get away from them. But, anyway, that particular day, after that copperhead, we killed that snake. I'm on the lookout. Every time we pick up a car in these bushes and grassy area where they were, I'm expecting to see another snake. About 2 cars later, we picked up this car and something scurried out from under them bushes, and I about ran over 2 guys standing next to me trying to get away. I didn't have time to see what it was, and it was just a bunny rabbit. They laughed at me for running, but I've always been kind of snake shy, especially after you've encountered one. I'll have to put a link in my video description for this video of my rattlesnake story where I shared my fear of snakes. And it's too long to tell you again. I've told it before, but I will put a link. And the moral of the story was, if I see a snake out there and I know where he is, I'm okay. But if one pops right up in my face, I'll just about run over you trying to get away from him. My zinnias are coming up pretty good. I got out there last week and showed you how I had dug 2 places over there by that green bird feeder, and the zinnias were starting to sprout. Well, I went out there today to feed them, and one of them stupid armadillos has come along and dug up the whole dirt area where I had the flowers planted. I'm assuming it's an armadillo. He just dug up the whole area. So whatever zinnias I had there ain't going to grow. I'm going to have to plant them again. Anyway, we did have a fine supper today, and I hope all of y'all have a fine weekend. Well, there sure is one pretty little red rose over there. Let's go take a look at it before I conclude this video. Look here. Whatever it was is doing the digging dug over here too. Good God. Look at that. He's got a hole dug right down in there. That was an ant bed. Wonder if he's eating ants. Look at this critter. He's dug up half my zinnias over here. Look at that hole. That's an armadillo just as sure as hell. Dang. Look at here. I might have to camp out tonight and look for him. I didn't realize he had dug up over here too. Anyway, that's one pretty road.